Shalom, so Sister Kate here on I don't even remember, first, second, third day, I think it's the third day. See behind me, I'm once again outdoors. That's my life. The thing is, today we've had a double blessing, and I like to give credit where credit is due, so it goes to the Most High Yah. He gave us a day, even though it's sunny, not as hot. I would say probably 88, which to some of you is still stinking hot, but to people who live at 94 degrees, is pretty bearable. And the second blessing you're going to find out when I get inside. Hallelujah. Here's blessing number 2. These are Roma tomatoes that a neighbor gave me. He doesn't like them. He called them pear tomatoes. I'm not sure if he knew what they were, because pear tomatoes are the little orange ones, but whatever, he doesn't like them. I think he likes the big fat ones that go on sandwiches, and the plants bore this fruit, so he's not happy with it. So I'm going to can it today, and this is where I'm going to wash them. So that is blessing number 2. Praise Yahweh. This is the 5 gallons of tomatoes dumped out in one of these pans, and as you can see, I still need to kind of go through them, pick off the stems and things, give them a quick bath, and then we'll get to processing. And tomatoes can be water bath canned, but even nowadays they recommend you add a little lemon juice. I don't know if I have any. I think these guys will be fine for canning. So let me get started. The reason these tomatoes are a blessing, because some of you are saying, wow, that's not that many tomatoes. I had hundreds of quarts of tomatoes last year. The reason it's a blessing for us is because our tomatoes are big this year, but they're not a lot. We did plant some Rutgers variety, but for whatever reason, they're not doing that well. We do have bugs that prey on our plants, and the plants themselves die, so I've been using some 7 dust to kind of keep the plants alive. But we just don't have the, all the fruit coming ripe all at one time. We have like a few big tomatoes, and we're enjoying them. But we probably wouldn't have canned any this year if these tomatoes had not come in from our neighbor. And this neighbor, they are a blessing all the time. They watch our gate for us, and they keep strangers away, and they're always friendly and helpful. They've given us tomatoes in the past. They've given us chestnuts. So it's just a wonderful thing that has happened today. As you can tell, it's still kind of hot being off-grid, but this is a hot job, but it's worth it. Eating these tomatoes later is worth every minute of it. All right, hope you are having blessings in your life too. Here are the tomatoes. They've been heated up with boiling temperature water. I'm cutting the tops off and slipping the skins off, and I'm dumping them into the jar. Shouldn't have the fan pointing at that. I should have the fan pointing at me. Putting them into the jar. This is cool off water if we need it. And the lids are in here. And in here are more tomatoes. It's too hot for me to pick up there. More tomatoes being heated. I think you boil them about 2 to 5 minutes, and then supposedly the skin split. But on these tomatoes, they don't always split. But the skin comes off real easy. It comes off like almost a whole piece. And it's kind of hard for me to film that one-handed, but I can kind of demonstrate. Just cut the top off. There we go. The skin just kind of slips, off. And then I put the whole tomato in there, and I keep going. So when this is done, we'll water bath can them, and voila! The jars are boiling now. I had to use 2 pots because that 5-gallon bucket, not completely full, made 3 pints and 7 quarts of tomatoes. And I had to improvise this one. There's an inch of water above the jar, and there are jar lids in the bottom to keep them off the bottom and from breaking. So we finish boiling these and get them out. So we're almost there. There they are, the finished product. They were water bath canned for 45 minutes. It actually was 96 degrees this afternoon, so it's been pretty hot. You can hear the dogs panting in the background, but when the Lord gives you something like this, you don't sit on it. You don't wait for 3 days because they go bad. You need to take care of it right away. And so that's what we did. All right, shalom.